So here we have the most incredible cheesy chorizo brioche melts. These are absolutely incredible. And I'm going to show you how to make them right now, so let's do it. So this one really is very interesting indeed. The star of the show, our brioche burger buns. And basically, this is kind of a grilled cheese, but almost kind of a smash burger at the same time in a strange way. Let me explain. So our brioche burger buns, essentially what we're going to be doing is adding cheese and a little chorizo to these, and they are going to be fried off like a grilled cheese while compressing them to make them nice and thin to get some nice crispiness to the outside. So kind of smash burgery-ish, but basically a grilled cheese. Beautiful, buttery, fluffy and delicious brioche. I saw this one online and it is absolutely delicious, incredibly addictive. You've got no idea. I've destroyed 6 of these in probably an hour, 2 at a time. I couldn't stop. So we obviously have the buns. We want some chorizo slices ready to go, and also some nice, cheap and cheerful, trashy and delicious burger cheese slices. Great flavor, great meltability. These are a must for this one. But to make our cheese mix, you want a bowl, you want a box grater, and we're going to start with some extra mature cheddar. So you want to just grate that out into a bowl. For 2 of these little toasties, you're going to want roughly 100 grams of cheddar, but this is entirely up to you. You can use more, make it a lot gooier. There we go. That is going to do us for 2 of our little toasted brioche grilled cheese smash burger whatevers. I don't know if they have a name. To the cheddar, you want to add a nice grating of pecorino romano or Parmesan, and I'm going to say do this by eye, and you want roughly half the amount of Parmesan as cheddar. This is more for adding flavor. So there is our Parmesan and cheddar cheese mix. Just give that a little mixing up. There we have it. 2 parts cheddar cheese to roughly 1 part Parmesan, or sorry, pecorino romano or Parmesan, ready to go. And so what we're going to need ideally is a board. You can use a plate, but I tend to use a board. So that is our beautiful buttery brioche ready to go. A slice each of burger cheese. So there we go, burger cheese on. So there we have it, brioche bun, burger cheese. Next, our cheddar and Parmesan cheese mix. Now the secret here is really not to go mad with this cheese. Just a nice little pile. This really is a recipe where a little bit does go a long way, and they're quite small. A lot of the cheese will kind of spill out and get crispy around the edges. So get a little pile on each and kind of flatten it, shape it into a bit of a hump. You want a bit more cheese in the middle because it will kind of melt outwards, and kind of compress it just a little bit to keep it from falling out all over the place. There we go. That is absolutely perfect. Brioche bun, burger cheese slice, and our Parmesan or pecorino and cheddar. Next, our chorizo. So we are going with 2 slices on each. Gently kind of flatten that down a little bit. Brioche bun, burger cheese, cheese mix, chorizo, and to finish, we're going to top them off with 1 last little slice of our burger cheese. So there we have them, delicious. To finish them off, just add a tiny little pinch of salt, not too much. The cheese is obviously quite salty. A few twists of black pepper, and the lids go on, and there we have them. These are ready for the pan. So like I said, these are kind of a smash burgery type jobby. So I'm going to pop these to one side a minute and just show you very quickly a couple of things we're going to need. What you're going to want for this one, you can use a few different things. You can use a plate. I use grease-proof paper. You want a piece that is bigger than each brioche, and you want 2 of them, 1 for each little brioche toasty. And in addition to the greaseproof paper, we want decent sized, fairly tough spatula. You'll see why in just a tick when we get cooking. So let's do it. So our beautiful little brioche chorizo and cheese rolls. We want a frying pan with a nice flat and big surface area. Heat, we're going to stick on a lower sort of medium, and you want to get in there with a good generous knob of butter. Move that around, completely coat the bottom of the pan in the butter, unsalted butter. Give that a moment for the butter to melt, and we're going to go in with our brioche. As soon as the butter starts to gently foam, and kind of lightly sizzle away. And obviously, like I mentioned, we have our grease-proof paper. You'll see why shortly. And our spatula. I wouldn't normally use metal in a non-stick. That's why we have our plastic one for flipping. This is going to be doing a different job. You'll see shortly. We are nearly there. We're getting a little bit of foaming now. We just want a little bit of a sizzle. Any minute now. There we go. Job's a good one. So in with 1, 2 brioche rolls, and as soon as they're in, grease-proof on 1, grease-proof on 2. Probably could have got away with 1, but who cares? And you want to push down the brioche. Get it nice and flat and compressed. If you're lucky, not much of the cheese will come out. There we go. And press them down. Try and keep the compression as even as you can. There we go. Reason we use the grease-proof is so we don't like mash up the bun, but now we've got a flat surface. We can do it without the grease-proof now. Keep that heat low, and as you can see already, that cheese is starting to melt. We want to gently melt the cheese, and we want to get some nice crispiness to the brioche itself. Keep compressing it. We want these fairly flat, so as long as they're in there, keep compressing them like so. After a moment, give them a flip. You can use this one, this spatula, but it just has a bit of flex to it, so it doesn't really work quite as well. This is nice and solid. You can really give it a good push. So same again, flatten that out. Keep the heat low. They're going to get crispy regardless, but we want to give them enough time for the cheese to melt. And as you can see, they look beautiful. Like we're getting some crispiness there already. Listen to that, proper crispy. And they look like little muffins almost. Beautiful buttery brioche. Move them around in that butter as well. Superb. Give them another little flip. That's getting crispy. Not getting much meltiness yet, a little bit, but they do have a little bit of a way to go. You can really smell that butter from the brioche. Add a touch more butter. The butter really helps to get them nice and toasty. Another flip, and as you can see, we're getting some nice browning, some caramelization. That's the butter and the sugar in the brioche. So at this point, you can actually pop the heat up a tiny bit higher. As you can see, we're getting some melting around the edges now. That cheese will ooze out shortly, and that will kind of crispen and caramelize around the edge. So that we're getting some cheese now escaping. Move them around, agitate them in the pan. Oh, gooey, delicious cheese. Look at that, nice and crispy. Keep them going. We want a bit more color on there yet, a bit more crisp. There we go, that's what we're looking for. A nice caramelization on the brioche and all that cheese escaping around the edge. That is going to kind of crispen up a little bit. These things are epic. There we go, look at that. We're nearly there now. We kind of push the cheese to the edge like that. Kind of orangey as well, where that chorizo is leaking out some of its beautiful oil. Turn that heat down now. Cheese is melted. We're getting crispy, so literally a minute or so, and we're going to be serving these bad boys up. In fact, that heat can go off, and these are ready to plate. Look at that. Amazing color. All that gooey, gunky cheese. Let's do it. So there we have them. Beautiful, caramelized, crispy buns, gooey melted cheese, and a little meaty treat in there with our chorizo. And as you can imagine, these things are as hot as the sun. So you definitely want to give them a couple of minutes before you tuck in, just to cool down a little touch, or else you are going to burn the inside of your mouth like nobody's business. Here we go. Let's give this a try. That's been cooling down for a few minutes. My word, super crispy, beautiful and buttery. Brioche chorizo is always great. Nachos, gunky, gooey, delicious, still hot. This is incredible. Such a naughty little treat. If you're trying to impress, make this so tasty and so naughty. That is one of my all-time favourite grilled cheeses. The brioche makes all the difference in the world, honestly. The crispiness you get on it and that butteriness of the brioche, that is a winner. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to literally go and make a few more of those. Like and subscribe. Find the recipe on my website, thewestcountrykitchen.com. I will see you in the next one.